Dylan Beats. Dylan.
In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. Imagine that, a future that's super black. Long as your skin brown, your superpowers intact. What would your powers be? Just hope it ain't super whack. Spatial manipulation, create a portal that's black. Maybe just super speed, time travel to run it back. Or cheat manipulation to keep my spirit intact. As I encounter evils the world face, demons the world makes, I'm needed the world at stake. Rest in peace to Chadwick, they killed all the Black Panthers. Told us white lies, I still marvel at black answers. Suits in DC, pray it lead to a civil war. It ain't no Justice League, what's the need to be civil for? Propelled like the juggernaut, it's clear ain't no stopping this. The world in grave danger, who can stop the apocalypse? They killed all the heroes, the new ones don't really care. But if you need me, put your fist up in the air. Yeah, in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black. In the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Flying high, I emerge through the flames. Have no fear, I'm here, so stand back. Melanin activate, the name is super black.
Yo, everybody, what's happening? It's another bonus episode, as a matter of fact, of Blerd's Eye View. How you doing? I'm your man, Chris Fury, the man on the wall. But before we get into the show, we got to handle some business. First up, we got a free digital code for the movie Easter Sunday starring Joe Coy. Home is where the crazy is in this stand-up comedy sensation. Joe Coy's cinematic debut, Easter Sunday. The hilarious and heartfelt comedy co-stars Jimmy Yang, Tia Carrera, I still did it, Tia Carrera, and Tiffany Haddish, and is yours to own with never-before-seen extras, including hilarious deleted scenes and a gag reel. Own it on digital today or on Blu-ray October 18th, rated R from PG or rated PG-13 from Universal Pictures. Thank you to our partners at Universal Pictures. You want to win this code today? Guess what you got to do? If you're watching live, that's going to be at the bottom of the screen right there. So put hashtag Easter Sunday to win that same code, and we'll be getting right to that. But let's first get into the team real quick. Let's get that out of here. Get that off there. We got Kira in the building. What's going on, Kira?
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right. And we got Will B watching from Mayhem Meaning. What's happening?
What's going on, people?
Hey. All right. So what's been going on since Tuesday? Much of nothing.
She-Hulk wrapped up. That was...
Don't tell nobody.
Please don't tell nobody. Please don't tell nobody.
Oh my god!
a little spice behind it.
You said some spike. There we go. Oh man, but well, let's get into it. We've had. Let's cut that off. I don't need that anymore. Don't save it. We are putting our tribute in for horror movies this fine October month. And we all know that horror movies tend to have a twist. We know that, However, there are some that have twists you did not see coming. And there are quite a few of them. And we're going to start them off. We're going to start off with Don't Breathe.
Lord?
Let's start off with Don't Breathe. This is
me and
my
friends. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Kira.
Me and my friends went to go see this, and we have dubbed this the not feel good Thanksgiving movie of the year because of the turkey baster moment. Oh Lord. We straight up call this the turkey baster movie.
Oh, the turkey baster.
That shit was way left fucking field, man. Unnecessary.
I think that's the genius with the way this movie evolves. It's like as kids breaking into a house, you're like, boo, bad guys. It's like, oh, don't pick on the old blind man. Then you find out the old blind man is damn near John Wick. You're like, oh, okay, I can root for him.
Waiting for you.
Fun. And then
I did not see that coming.
The whole movie changes.
Yeah, I'm like, I did not see that coming.
No.
that I can't remember the actor who plays the old guy, but I swear to God, every time I see him, I'm like, it's some shit getting ready to go down. Like this dude, he's like Bokeem Woodbine. I'm like, every time Bokeem Woodbine shows up on screen, I don't trust you. Like I can't trust you. Yeah, it was awesome. Like I can't trust you, old guy. I'm like, no matter what you're doing, there's something about that. Here was
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, I've seen you in Avatar, and I'm like, dude, you were dick in that one.
Super dick. Super dick.
And it was just like, I remembered it was like fan casting for like if Cable showed up in Deadpool, which he eventually did. But they were just like, he would make a great Cable. And I'm like, he'd make a dick, is what he would make.
He would.
He would make a dick. Here's another one. Here's a crazy one. The Mist.
Just a gut punch of a movie.
It definitely was that.
Let's talk about jumping the gun.
There was so much in this film. You had the fanatic who was going in, and be honest with you, the fanatic, we wanted her to
bite the
one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she needed to go. Whether there was an apocalypse or not, she needed to go.
Yeah, like we was like, can we just boot her out the grocery store, please? Like,
just push her out.
I don't need her here. And then to find out, oh, she lived. You motherfucker! You what?
out of all of them.
Yeah, and then, but like Will said, that gut punch of an ending.
Yeah.
Damn. Like you managed to make it out with your son, with your young son, and an older couple. And as you're going through and seeing the destruction that's left, oh yeah, it was. He said it's so painful of an ending. How having now had a kid, and I cannot watch it now. Right?
Yeah.
It hit different.
It hit way different. Going by your house and seeing like, yeah, your wife was in that house. She ain't alive. You know, and then the car runs out of gas. You guys are stuck. You got a revolver that only has 3 bullets that you thought it had 4.
God damn.
You know, and you took out your son, and you took out the couple, and the cavalry pulls up. You're just like, what the fuck? Just a couple more seconds. Fear had a way of gripping this dude to the point, and he was holding it together. He was the one holding everything together. You know, it was like that last moment. It was just like all hope gone. And then when he realized he was the last one live, I'm like, yeah, my guy, you got to live with that one. That was
not for very long. The way he's acting, I don't know.
Man, about to find a long walk off a short pier.
Something. Throw myself in front of that convoy truck or something. I'm like, say we taking you to safety. I don't want no safety. I can't live with this.
Just let me go.
Oh my god. Here's another one. The Descent. It depends on which. It is 2 endings.
Right.
The one I prefer is the one where she makes it out. She's made it to the car, and then she sees basically the vision of one of her friends show up in the back seat of the car. And then now she snaps out of it and realizes she's still in the cave.
God damn.
Yeah. And she's getting ready to die. She's getting ready to die. Yeah. She's getting ready to die. The other ending they gave this film, I didn't particularly care for. It was every horror movie, you want some kind of happy ending, obviously. You want the final person to make it out at least.
I want a good ending.
They don't have to make it out. It's all right.
Something, and that ending they had was she actually made it out. And I guess I think she was sleeping with one of the friends' husband. or something to that. It was
something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. But she had the necklace to prove it and everything else. It was crazy. And I was like, yeah, you were the dick basically, and you made it out alive.
Didn't deserve it.
Yeah. At that point, you're just like, how did you don't deserve it? However, the other ending where you thought you made it out, it definitely hit different.
That one hit.
Yeah, that hits different. Sleepaway Camp. So this is an older one.
I'm gonna let you take that one. Yeah, I believe it's older.
So Sleepaway Camp. So Sleepaway Camp was your typical slasher camp, young teenage nubile, sex and gross teenagers, right?
Yeah.
And it starred this young girl who was a bit weird. She was a bit weird. And what will say? Oh yeah. Be glad, Alicia, that you didn't see that. Alicia, be glad you didn't see that one. Be glad you didn't see that ending.
Bill's character.
But for the descent.
Bill's character.
But yeah, it does build character. But in Sleepaway Camp, obviously some of these teenagers end up getting killed. Obviously. They don't know who the killer is, and then like midway through the film, almost in the third act, you realize the killer is the girl. There's another twist. As they're running through the field, the girl is stripped. That ain't no girl. That's a little boy. That's a boy.
Full frontal reveal.
Frontal reveal, and you realize this girl had a twin, and the twin died. It was one of those, and it was I can't even show that picture because
clearly
I can't. It was the weirdest. I'm trying, Alicia. I'm trying.
He was raised by his aunt that always wanted a daughter, and so she just sort of forced him into no longer considering himself a him. And then he had a break.
Yeah.
At Sleepaway Camp. And people had to go.
What is it about camps that people tend to snap? What is it? It's always it's either a camp, a school, or a house. And that, like in the house, the person that's in the house, they already had a break. You're just walking in on their stuff.
Yeah.
You have no business being there. It was Orphan before Orphan, and I almost put Orphan on my list. And I'm like, it was a crazy twist. Orphan was a crazy twist. I'll give it an honorable mention. Orphan was a crazy twist. But it didn't hit like some of the and then they had the nerve to do a sequel, and it was like years later. It just released. I'm like,
who asked for this?
The girl is older now. Yeah, it was like the girl is older now, so she's actually an adult. How are you pulling this off? It's beyond me. You ain't gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe twice.
Not twice.
So I don't know. It doesn't work. Here's another one. Identity.
I know this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this movie, but I know this movie.
This is a crazy one. You want to run with it, Will?
I remember.
A rack of people at a motel. It's raining, pouring, crazy cats and dogs, so no one can really leave for the night.
Yep.
And then bodies starts turning up, and slowly over time, it's revealed that none of that's real. It's all inside the mind of a mental patient that's trying to resolve their DID through an exercise, and they're trying to get rid of the murderous personality, but execution not so great.
Not quite. Don't quite finish it off.
Alicia says, okay, so it was a prequel, not a sequel, but she's still older. You know what? They
paid for it.
I was gonna say they don't have Disney money. Yeah, that's probably what that is. They don't have Disney cash. I'll let them have that. What do we got? Us. Us.
Yeah, that was different. That still
Jordan
bothers. It
Peele
doesn't bother
again
me.
makes Jordan Peele once again makes the list.
Yeah.
He makes the list again.
He should make the list every time.
Exactly.
Every time.
Every single time. Oh my God. What are your thoughts, Kier?
Well, first of all, he's our new Hitchcock, right? I mean,
he's our Hitchcock.
He's our Hitchcock.
He's our Hitchcock.
Yeah. This movie still sits with me. I was thinking about it today, like just going through the list of movies in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't figure some of the stuff out. I still have not figured it out.
And that's the beauty of a Jordan Peele film. It makes you think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just not going in raw, straight up murders left and right, and that's sad. Like, it's making you think. Like, I remember he did an interview, and his interview, this is like before Get Out was coming out. This was like doing a press junket for Get Out, and he was talking about he had written so many movies, and they're like horror films and things that make you think and stuff like that. He wasn't kidding.
No, he ain't never told a lie. He ain't never lied.
I just said, dude, what the fuck?
And to go from a comedy lane to
that's the crazy. Like, it still gets me that, like, dude, you were on Mad TV, and then you did Key and Peele with your Mad TV alum, Keegan-Michael Key, and you went to that. Wow. Like, you see most comedians do like a bunch of comedy movies before they even make that kind of turn. Before they Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, before you see them even get to that level, they got a bunch of comedy movies in the can.
Yeah.
Like, my guy said, I'm doing Keanu, and then that's it.
He's like, they not ready for this one.
Oh man, that was.
We just hit him over the head. Bang.
Oh, it was crazy. Here's one, despite who helped write it or who wrote it, I have to give it due, because I'm like, damn, this was something completely out of left field.
Why do I know? No, this is good. No, this is good.
Yes. Cabin in the Woods.
This was my number one.
Cabin in the Woods is quite possibly one of my favorites.
Yes.
Because and the crazy thing is, this came on the heels right after Thor had dropped. Like, I think it was right after Avengers, as a matter of fact.
Was it?
Well, it was somewhere around that lane, because it was filmed before all of that.
Really?
Yeah. It wasn't filmed after Chris Hemsworth was getting famous. It was filmed before. It was just on the rise.
Oh yeah, Hemsworth wasn't Hemsworth yet.
No.
Yeah.
His American accent. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found Thor, buddy.
But this movie had everything, and I literally mean everything. When you are trying to figure out from the opening, where it's just got the two guys and they're sitting like in a little golf cart and they're going down a hall, like, okay, this isn't a facility. This is what you're thinking. And then it gives you the splash screen, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, okay. And then it's giving you the setup of all the characters and everything else. And then you're like, okay, there's a fucking betting pool. There's a fucking betting pool on what creature they're going to release at the cabin. Everything was set up as your typical horror film from like the 80s. Everything. And to this day, I still look at the dry erase board to see like what all Easter eggs were on there. When you have stuff like the fucking merman, like my dude wanted a merman so bad, and that's how he died, at the hands of a merman. He bet all his money on that, and it didn't work. And then when the shit hit the fan and all the creatures got released, that's how he dies. And the look he had was just like,
fuck.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Not fair.
It was, but you had this guy showing up, which was kind of like a rip on Pinhead a little bit, and you had like a zombie. What was it, like a zombie redneck zombie family or something like that?
Yeah.
Crazy bat creatures. It was the whole nine. But then, and just when you thought it was over, you found out like, oh no, they're doing this whole thing to appease a god, like doing a sacrifice. And that was and I'm like, wait, this wasn't the twist. There's another twist,
a twisted twist.
Yeah, it was another twist, and then it was like you get what was it? The hold on, here we go.
The demon,
it was
the god,
the god,
like
because the final girl decided, nope, we're not playing this game anymore. We're done.
She thought you really done, boo.
Yeah,
done for real, forever.
Like nope, we're done. We're not doing this. I'm not playing your game. And it was like, but what if the god? I don't care. And the final girl lit. But see, there was so many. It was so many different pieces. Kira, I'll let you go.
No, go. Come to go.
Because there was so many different pieces, like so many different levels, because they had the whole thing set up. The jock, the loose one or the slut, the druggie, the final girl, the final girl who likes the guy, who likes the good guy. They had every pinpoint marked. And what was crazy was, it was like, it started out like the jock was Chris Hemsworth. Yes, he's a jock, but he was actually a nerd too. He was smart. But because of the stuff that they were pumping throughout the cabin, all inhibitions went away. It was like he started acting like a jock. His girlfriend was acting real loose and slutty almost. And then the druggie, well, it was just like, because he smoked so much weed,
it didn't hit nothing.
And he was just like, he was paranoid already. So he was like, yeah, they are watching us. They was like, no, it's the drugs. I'm like, no, this dude was right. They were watching you. They were listening in and everything. And it was affecting everybody. And I was like, damn, this is something different. Even to the point where you thought the piehead died. He didn't. He somehow made it to help the final girl. And it was like, we'll blaze this last one to hell with everything else. And then all the other twists, they still hit you with another twist. And it was Sigourney Weaver showing up. And I'm like, wait a minute. I think that's what the beauty of this thing was. And I remember reading about it. They were saying that they were tired of the torture porn, the Saws and the Final Destinations and everything else. By the way, Final Destinations, they actually got funny to a certain point. I'm just saying. Yeah. I still don't drive behind trucks with logs on them. I just don't.
No one does. That's law now.
You get all
that's
the
a law now.
Road.
Yeah, I'm just like, I will go way over to the left or to the right, or I will just get off and just go inner city. I don't care. I just know I'm good. This ain't that day. I'm all right. Yeah. So now, Kira, what were your thoughts on Cabin in the Woods?
It was fucking genius, man. Like, it was. I will just say that She-Hulk could take a page out of their book.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yikes.
That's all I'm gonna say. If you take all of these different convoluted stories and still manage to make them all fit together without having to just throw some shit away. Yeah.
Don't do Jen like that.
Jen did me like that. She did me like that for 10 episodes. I'm gonna say something about that hoe. Oh, she ain't right. Wow. She fucking wrong. She knows she did wrong. That's okay though.
Blame it on Kevin.
Okay. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. But yeah, no. Cabin in the Woods is still a highly underrated horror movie. I do not think it gets enough due. It doesn't get any due that like it should.
Mm-hmm. And it's actually it's a horror film paying homage to 80s horror film, and then it's a comedy because there's stuff that's you're just like, wow. What you think, Will?
I thought it was incredibly dope. I think it's maybe something that we sometimes forget. They even incorporated horror films from other genres, like because it was an international system. Like they called over was it Japan? It's like, how's y'all thing going? It's like, oh, we fucked up too. It's just like, oh no.
It's like I think the one in Japan actually cleared. They cleared theirs because the little girls in the school room, they actually got theirs together. They was like, yeah, we're fine. It was like, oh, you damn Americans, you you fucked up. We all gonna die. It was all for nothing.
Every time.
Do it. Yeah, it is. You're right, Kara. It is a highly underrated horror film. I'll even say Saw as just an honorable mention, the first one.
Yeah.
Because how everything was set up, and then only to turn around and realize that Jigsaw was in that room the entire time.
On the floor, not making a goddamn sound, just laying in his own filth, like nasty.
I'm like, dude, I'm like, what kind of ninja school did you go to for that kind of shallow breathing for 2 hours?
He ain't passed no gas.
Nothing. He ain't had to pee. Well, I guess he did everything he did before they came into the room. That's the ambiance.
Look, I'm like, yeah, him not passing gas, that's a hell of a cramp, boy. He's like, boy, you gotta tighten that up. Tighten that up.
Man.
But yeah, I'll use Saw as an honorable mention, just because of that. Anything after Saw, I stopped watching after 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped watching after 3. I don't, and they keep making them, and I'm like, damn it, what? Why? You got away from the entire. You literally had someone called the Jigsaw Killer, where it was bodies being found with jigsaws cut out of their flesh, and you never got back to that. You just walked away from it. You're like, oh well, they keep building these elaborate machines that's killing people. I don't
My man has the secret stash of money somewhere, like Batman. You just keep building these contraptions.
Or they gotta they gotta use the entire budget for the year, and they don't have nothing better to work on.
Something, man. Here's another one. Happy Death Day.
That is slept on. I slept on that movie myself, and I apologize. I apologize. That one and the next one too
is different. Yeah. Yes. Happy Death Day to You is highly underrated because once again, you're going through the same trope as the first one. However, there's this other level, and you're just like, wait a minute, wait. Did y'all turn into like some kind of action film all of a sudden? It was crazy. But it was something different where you keep waking up every day. It was Groundhog Day, and some kind of horror movie. I don't know, pick one. Mixed together, Scream or whatever. Will said it was trash. He said it was trash.
What was?
How was it trash?
If you ain't like the second one as much, like cool, but the first one is meant.
The first one was good.
Yeah. The first one is because it's very original. It was like, what would happen if it was Groundhog Day and Scream? Mix it. What do you mean? Person keeps dying. Final girl keeps dying. Final girl just keeps dying.
I remember the first time genuinely watching to the end of the movie. I was like, oh, a nice little happy ending. Cool. And then she wakes up again. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh no. I feel so bad for this girl. What's going on?
She did everything. What the hell?
I know she was like, this is some bullshit. She really did have that look on it. Even in the second one, she was like, you know what? I'm used to this now. I got it. Like, oh my god! That definitely had a moment. Here's one. Split. Not exactly a horror film. However, James McAvoy's performance
stole my heart. Stole my heart.
I am like legitimately to this day upset that he didn't win an Academy Award for that.
For real.
He was on that scene he does where he's just boom
flipping and flipping and flipping and flipping.
I'm like, yo, y'all need to recognize this dude is not playing.
Like this,
Like, he
this
was
is acting. This is the thing that y'all give the awards for. This right here.
This is
Like-
it. Like this is the standard by which all should be judged. This he's flipping. You gave one to Sally Field. He can't get one.
Right. Like, he was literally looking in the mirror. Now he's Patricia. Looking in the mirror. Now he's the little kid. Looking in the mirror. Now he's this. I'm like, yo, what? Looking in the mirror.
I don't.
Now he's the Beast.
Will Smith. Back to the prime identity.
I do have a type. I do have a type. You got to be a little bit off center. It's okay. Not fully off center. A little bit.
I'm an Aries. I know what it's like to be a little off center. I'm an Aries.
Let's see. See. Everybody in this room is getting along with one another. I don't know what you is, Will. What you is?
Pisces.
Oh, yeah, but you go with the flow with shit. You fine.
What's your sign here?
Huh?
What's your sign? Yeah. What's your sign?
Oh, Capricorn. Oh no, I'm a little crazy. No, I'm crazy and bullheaded. Yeah, no, I got problems.
Yeah.
But I also don't care. I'm gonna get up and over it. I do not care. I will adapt to any situation. I do not care.
Yeah, there's always a lot of honorable mentions. I had a list up there, but there were some other ones that, you know, really stand out. Final Destination is a good one. And The Final Destination, I liked how they wrapped it up. I don't know how I feel about the entire series, other than, you know,
I never watched the last. The last one is just called Final Destination.
I think it's called The Final Destination or something like that. It's something like that, and it was just the way they ended it wraps it up, because it was basically like, oh, death it comes full circle. That's what they were saying. So basically, the events of the first one, and I think it's like, how many Final Destination films is it?
There were like 9.
Too many.
Yeah, it was
at least 9.
But they kept going, and then that very last one reaches right back around, and it leads into the events of the first one.
There were 5.
Yeah.
So is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody.
So
she says nobody drives behind trucks with logs. Exactly. It's the gold standard at this point.
Kids in that last movie, right? They were other passengers on the plane of the first movie. They were ones that just didn't get off.
Yeah. They're the ones that didn't get off. That last film, they were the ones that never got on. However, because the plane lost its engine, it fell through the bar and killed the ones who didn't get on the plane. So it was the same flight. And that's how it reached around. And it was like, oh, none of y'all getting away. None of y'all are getting away. It was just like, what, you thought this was just going to keep going? No. Pay your dues, man. Pay your dues. That's like, pay your dues. Pay your fare. Pay your fare. Let me see. It's some other standouts that they had, and some of them are good. Some of them are bad.
A lot. A lot are bad.
Yeah, a lot are bad. A lot are bad. Sometimes you just wish, like, no, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to make that one.
No one asked for this.
No one asked for it. You know. All right. Let's see. Let's pull up a quick one. I wouldn't count. Well, we mentioned Orphan.
Yeah.
The Others is a good one. The Others is a good one. It has a nice little twist at the end. You know. What do you say? Final Destination is just one long story over multiple movies. If it proves anything, death is a sore loser.
For fucking real.
He was like,
no, I want all my chips back.
I got to make my quota. I don't know what you thought this was, but I got to make my quota.
Y'all fucking up the vibes.
For real, I can't clock out till I get all y'all.
Right.
My over/under ratio is not about to get messed up because y'all decided to just turn left instead of right. Nah, we got to get you.
Right. You're next. Your Next has a pretty decent twist. A little, I guess you could say. Oh, no. Hide and Seek. Hide and Seek. That one. I don't know if you want to count it as a twist.
Is that the one with
definitely
De Niro?
It's the girl. It's the girl that looks like
Dakota Fanning.
Margot. Not Dakota Fanning. She looks like Margot Robbie.
She was in Clueless.
Was she? Not Alicia Silverstone. No.
The one that says you're just a virgin.
Oh, I think so. But it's
Brittany Murphy. I'm pretty sure.
Was she in that one? No, because she was already passed. She had already passed away. Yeah, Hide and Seek. It dealt with the girl. She looks like Margot Robbie. She looks. When I say she looks exact. Like I thought it was her. She looks exactly like her, but she was getting married, and she was meeting the family, and this family is rich, and they have all this money, and they always have this ritual that they do the day before the wedding. And it's a game. They call it a game. It's called Hide and Seek. And so she was like, okay, I think that's kind of weird, but whatever. It's my first time meeting the entire family.
That's okay, Ready or Not.
There's two movies that are called Hide and Seek. There's one with the little girl with Robert De Niro, and then there's the wedding one that you're thinking of.
Yeah,
that's why I'm getting mixed up. Okay.
The wedding one is Ready or Not.
Ready or Not, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah.
And that's Samara Weaving.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Margot Robbie's twin.
For real.
Because I swear they look alike. There's no denying that. It was like, I'm like, you sure you're not from Australia too? Like,
I think so.
I was like, I got it right this time. I'm just going to hit copy and paste. And
we can't get Margot Robbie. Okay, get the other one.
Yeah. The other one.
Because she's doing too much Harley stuff, so I guess she's pricey now. Oh my god. Yeah,
that's anymore.
Ready or Not. Ready or Not is a
that was a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one and it's funny.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And I can always appreciate a good horror movie that has a funny undertone to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one. The Craft I wouldn't count as a twist.
No.
But it's damn sure good.
It's a good. It's a good. Is it it's a thriller, right?
It's
not a horror movie.
It's more of a it's more of a thriller, but it's a damn good one.
Yeah,
it's a damn good one. We mentioned the others. The Uninvited.
Is that the one with the bags over their heads?
No, that one is about the girl who kept she basically at the end of the movie she was hallucinating that her sister was alive the whole time. She wasn't. But
I have to put that on the list.
Yeah, The Uninvited. It was what's that say? 09. Yeah, it says it turns out Anna's sister Alex was actually dead the entire time, and she was just hallucinating since she left the psych unit in the beginning. Yeah. What's another one? The Orphanage.
Never seen that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I saw about it recently.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
The Jacket.
With the Afghan Wolfhound man.
What?
Oh God! He got a face like an Afghan Wolfhound. Adrian Brody. No, not. Is it Adrian?
Adrian Brody?
Is it? No.
From Kong? From King Kong?
Probably.
With Keira Knightley?
Hold on. I gotta go to the videotape for this one. Hold on.
Yeah. While you looking for that one, the Visit.
I'm about to look up an Afghan Wolfhound.
He looks like an Afghan Wolfhound. He got the whole schnoz.
That sounds like Adrian Brody. The Visit is another one. The Visit.
Adrian Brody, yes.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. No, he looked.
Look, everybody hit it on the nose.
You tell me that man with a side profile. That's Afghan. Wait, I'm gonna pull up Oh, I got an Afghan.
Everybody has a type.
Let me.
That's not it. That's not it for Kira. That's
You tell me.
Oh,
You tell me right now. Tell me right now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
The puppy hair is laid though.
I need notes for that one. Does Adrian Brody look like an Afghan wolfhound?
He do.
I need notes for that one. Here we go. Yeah. Does Adrian Brody look like a Afghan wolfhound? And that's and it's a clip. It's definitely a clip.
Oh,
one.
Wait a minute. I might have a side by side. Hold on.
Oh God.
Oh, they didn't give him Afghan. Well, I was much kinder than what these people did to this man.
Oh Lord.
I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it. It's rude.
You're
But
teasing
it's right.
me, people.
It's not wrong. Wait a minute. No, I'm going to show it. No, I'm going to show it.
Yo.
I didn't do it.
Horrible.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was being nice.
We are horrible.
Afghan hounds are at least, they fluffy.
Jesus. I guess Silence of the Lamb is considered a kind of a twist.
That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell.
It's a.
Meh. I mean, you definitely don't expect him to pull this motherfucker's face off and sit up. That's unexpected. For sure. Oh, goddamn! That's ooh.
Yeah, that's for sure. We mentioned Orphan. We mentioned Sleepaway Camp, and we talked about Sixth Sense. Yeah, we did that on last one. We did Saw. High Tension.
What's that?
I remember this movie, but I don't remember watching it. Let me see. Alex and Marie appear to be stalked by a murderous trucker who's taken out by Alex's family. The movie is violent, suspenseful affair, but there's also a big twist that elevates to another level. Alex is in fact the murderer, and there is no trucker, just an obsessed detective.
Yeah, that one didn't actually make sense. I don't feel like they went for the twist, but it's like if you watch the movie again with that knowledge, it's just like, no, that's not possible.
This don't fit.
He couldn't have did that.
Here's one, and we mentioned it on the last episode. Drag Me to Hell is a hell of a fucking twist. I'm sorry. Drag Me to Hell. It
wasn't memorable. I don't remember that movie. Like, I know I watched it.
Because it's a Sam Raimi film, and so it has all those notes like he did with Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Army of Dead, Evil Dead. I'm sorry, Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. But the fact that you just knew this girl got the curse broken.
Yeah, you thought you were getting that happy ending.
Yeah, and she inadvertently falls off the platform and lands on the railroad tracks, but then a crater opens up and it's literally demons dragging her to hell, and her fiance can do nothing about it. He just watches in absolute horror.
What I feel most bad about that is like that would have been me. Like I'm that boyfriend. Like I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. Like, oh hey babe, you left this crazy button in the apartment. Like cursed her straight to hell by accident.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my god, I don't know how I would come back. I'd come back just for fucking him forever.
You motherfucker! Why? Speaking of which, what was his name? It starts with a J. But he was in the first Jeepers Creepers, which also has a crazy fucking ending.
Yeah.
And he was the reason for the crazy fucking ending.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a hard swallow, man.
That was
Scream it's not so much the twist you didn't see coming. It's just like a whodunit.
You know what it was? It was the twist was at the beginning.
Yeah.
The twist was at the very beginning. I was very much in the mood to see Miss Drew Barrymore in a horror movie, and that is not what I got.
Yeah. By the time they kept making them, and they were just like, yeah, Omar Epps is in here, and Jada Pinkett is in here, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna
for 5 seconds.
Yeah, like they're gonna die. We had figured it
seconds.
out. Like after you killed off Drew Barrymore, and like, oh yeah, they're gonna die. Like any big name, you're gonna die.
They can't keep you on for too long. They can't afford it.
We can't afford that budget. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? It's like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So let's see, The Boy, which I've never watched.
Fellas, as I got carried away like I usually do.
Oh, you gotta go.
I'm going to head out.
Yes.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
let me get her out of here. Let me get her out of here. Roomful of Blerds is where you can find Kira.
All the time. You can find me on Instagram at Roomful of Blerds. You can find me as Child of Mandalore on TikTok and as a podcast on Spotify and whatever, everything.
TikTok, Spotify,
TikTok, Spotify, except for the things that are actually extra expensive, like Sirius or something else like that. I can't do that yet. And I host a room Saturdays at 9 p.m. On Fanbase, and you can hop in and hop out and have fun. I'm very entertaining, I assure you. Yeah, enjoy the rest of this extra special episode.
We got a few more minutes.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, I see you.
See you later. Bye.
There is one, and I remember seeing this on Prime last year.
Okay.
Better watch out.
What's that?
Better watch out. So this kid gets a babysitter. Think of it like Home Alone with a twist. And people die. And like people are dying. The babysitter is the
should have died in Home Alone, but
yeah. Like when you realize the kid is actually the murderer. He's like, and I mean it's giving Home Alone, but it's giving like this dude is a nut. It's not like dark. It is a dark comedy, is what it is.
Gotcha.
It's a dark comedy. So it was just like this kid that she's looking after, and when I say kid, he's not like 10 or nothing. He's like a teenager.
Okay.
And you realize, oh, this little motherfucker crazy. He's just all out. I remember seeing that one. Speaking of babysitters, that's another good one. The Babysitter. There's 2 of them. Also on Prime. Check them out. The Babysitter is a good one because it turns out that the babysitter's the killer. But once again, dark humor involved in everything else. So it was those. There's definitely. Oh, I forgot about Billy's mom being the killer in Scream 2. Yep. One that really threw me for a loop, and I've seen this before because it literally made me say, "What the fuck?" It's called Funny Games. And
the home invasion joint with the remote?
Yeah. Yes. I was pissed. I was pissed. I'm like, okay, you got that motherfucker. And when he grabbed that remote, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all not allowed to break the fourth wall. What are y'all doing?
And it just comes out of nowhere, and it's right when you get the little taste of like, okay, we might actually get out of here. We might survive. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Psych. This is our movie.
I was so done. I was so done after that. Let me think. Leonardo DiCaprio. Shutter Island. Yep, Shutter Island. Nice twist. Definitely had you made you think, and then when you find out it's really him. I was
yeah.
Like, dude, you're crazy. There's no getting out. There's no out for you at this point. Yeah. Yeah, there are some ones. There's quite a few, but phew.
I feel more unresolved about that ending than I do the ending of Inception.
Yeah,
I feel very strongly
okay, so
about Inception. The ending of Shutter Island, I'm like, is he aware? Is he just going to accept his fate, or is he still like? Does he actually not know what? Oh man, like,
right. Like this is it for you, you know? Like,
yeah, that's good ass acting.
yeah. It Follows is another one because how do
That's
you
creepy
escape?
as hell.
Yeah, it is like how do you escape it? And you really can't unless you pass it on through
Yeah,
sex.
that anything that can hunt me down and it never actually runs, that's terrifying to me. I don't know why.
It's so
Like it's going to dredge along and dredge along until it finally just catches me slipping. And I was like, that's terrifying for some reason.
yeah. It throws you, and you're just like, what the hell is going on? I can't break this. It's not so much a twist, but it was at the time when it came out, it really did kind of like shake you to its core, and that was Pet Cemetery. Watch you didn't actually see the little kid get hit by the truck, but the visuals that they gave you, like he was just this little kid, and he walked out, and you see the truck can't brake, and then you see his little shoe fly across the screen. I'm like, yo, wait, hold on. That's too much. You just can't hit like that. It's hard. It's too hard.
Yeah. There needs to be a study done on truck drivers and bus drivers within films and how they just have terrible brakes or terrible reaction time. One or the other. It's just
right.
You
So I
foot
mean,
off that curb, it's a wrap for you.
oh yeah. Let me see. Honorable mentions: The Midnight Meat Train is one. That's a crazy.
I don't know what that's about, but it sounds wild.
It's definitely wild. The Babadook is another one. I remember that because that whole movie, I kept looking at that kid. I'm like, would you shut this kid up, please? And like this kid was going nuts. Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat's a good one. Feast. Oh Lord. Yes. Let me tell you about Feast. Feast opens up and it's taking place in a bar.
Okay.
And this guy busts in. The guy that busts in is the actor Josh Duhamel. And every person that came in, they showed in the movie, they had like a tagline under him. So it was just like Josh Duhamel busted in there like he's running for his life. He's like, hey, hurry, you guys got to listen to me. And under his name, it didn't have his actual name for the character. It just said hero, blah, 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 blah. So you're like, okay, boom. I know who you are. You're Josh Duhamel. You came in there. You're the hero. They just said you're the hero. You're the hero. 5 minutes later, one of these creatures busts through the window of the bar, grabs him from the head, bites down on his head, pulls him through the window. Ain't no more hero. No more hero. And this is the beginning of the film. And then like later on, there's a girl that comes through there. She's tagged as it said something girl, and then it scratched it out and said new hero. And I'm like, wait a minute. What? Maximum Overdrive. What is that? That's the one with when all the machines and everything all of a sudden just the cars came alive, and the one truck had Green Goblin's face on it, and
what the Stephen King has issues.
He has some issues. Oh my god. Cloverfield. I don't know if you want to say it's a twist, but the ending we got is more of a twist because that guy was just trying to get out of the city. Him and the girl, they were just trying to get out of there.
Yeah,
amidst this whole monster attack, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working. We mentioned Identity. Some of these. I didn't watch Midsummer. I didn't watch that one. But yeah, there's some notable ones, but we're getting ready to get out of here. However, tune in this Tuesday, where we will be doing horror movies that are more comedic more than horrifying. So no scary movie may not be on that list. There's more of a comedy element, and when I say comedy, I mean it could be a dark comedy like some of the ones I just mentioned tonight. Happy Death Day to You can fall under both those categories.
I encourage anyone that's listening or watching, please go watch that movie.
Please, because you're just like, it's really a like, what the hell is going on? And then you finally see it and you're like, it's such a simple concept. I don't know why nobody's thought of it before.
Yeah.
And so Tales from the Crypt movies are actually no real talk. Them joint, man, Demon Slayer was the shit. Demon Knight, that was the shit. Demon Knight. And that falls under the comedy category because there's a scene that Billy Zane does because he has that country accent. He has the hat and the duster jacket on and everything else. And he realizes he can't get in the door. And he gets mad. He's like, "Oh, pull up, motherfucker!" He's like, because he's pissed. He just broke. He's like, "I'm not country. I'm a demon. I'm trying to kill all y'all." I'm like, I'm pissed because I can't get in this doorway. Demon Knight is highly slept on. Demon Knight is highly slept on. It's one of those things. I kind of wish they did more Tales from the Crypt type films because they did. I think they did 2, or was it one leading into another? I can't remember. But Tales from the Crypt was top tier. Just the show itself was top tier.
Oh yeah.
Like I was down. I'm like just watching some of the craziest episodes, and I'm like, that did not just. So it was 2. So Will says it was, or Alicia says it was 2 movies.
Okay.
It was 2 movies. But see, they always showing Demon Knight. I can't remember what the other one is. I might have to find out. But we're getting out of here. We can start with what you got? Oh, that was Bordello of Blood. Damn, that's the name of that one. Did that come out around the time Dusk Till Dawn? That's what I want to know. That's probably why. Yeah. Yep. Bordello of Blood. That they never show that one. They never show that one on cable. They always show Demon Knight. And I'm like, yep, just Demon Knight. All right, we're getting out of here. We wrapping it up.
All right.
Let everybody know.
Anywhere that you need to find me, I am at Mayhem Media. That's MAYEHEM Media. Definitely check me out on Instagram. I'm doing a daily watch along with a list of horror movies for the month of October. And I'm a little behind right now, but I got more videos coming soon.
Let me tell you something about getting these type of lists together. It's such a nightmare. When you try to keep up with it and do them, and like, oh my god, like I didn't know it was that many. I was like, I don't dread it. I actually enjoy doing 28 Days of Black Cosplay in February.
Okay,
but man, it's a burner.
You can burn out.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, I'll be glad when the month is over. Y'all just come on or something. Oh my god. Guess what, everybody? You can find me on IG, Blerd's Eye View. If you go there, you get the link tree in the bio, as you see right here. It'll send you to Facebook, Blerd's Eye View podcast. That's the one you want. You can listen to us on Opulence Radio. You can also check us out on Twitch, Blerd's Eye View 1. You can also check me out on Twitter, Blerd's Eye View 1. Just check me out. Go to the YouTube channel. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for checking out on the YouTube channel. I will be having reviews coming up this weekend on the entire season of She-Hulk, and I'll be doing a couple trailer reviews possibly as well. So could be on the lookout for that because I do enjoy someone who can break the fourth wall. And I thought Deadpool was the master of that one, but She-Hulk has proven me wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't mind being proven wrong. But until then, check us out Tuesday, where we'll be talking about more about these great horror films that we have. This time we're talking about horror films that's more comedy than anything, or comedic than anything. If you got lists, or if you got your favorites, put it in our DM on the IG channel, and stay tuned, because October 25th is our season 8 finale. We're ending it with the game show. We're calling it Blerd Jeopardy. We got prizes to give away for first, second, and third placers, but that first place, you're going to want to get in on that. Me and Kira will be the hosts of this elaborate, glorious Blerd Jeopardy moment. DC and Will, they're going to be lifelines for at least one round. Can't use them for every round. You can only use them for one round. So and for that third person, they might have to flip a coin to see who. They might have to flip a coin. Like, I don't know who to pick. You better pick. But we do. If you want to join up, if you want to be one of the 3 contestants for our October 25th season finale, once again, hit the DM on Facebook or on IG. But as we do with every show, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You can catch us on all those fantastic channels. Let me take that off of there, so you can see my glorious face, of course. But once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Tune into the YouTube channel. More reviews to come. IG page, give us a follow. Facebook page, give us a follow. Check us out on Twitter. Once again, I'm dropping crazy stuff on there as well. So until then, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. Tune in Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as we talk about comedic or horror movies with a comedic twist. Until then, this is Will, and I'm your man Chris Fury, the man on the wall. We are out of here. Catch you soon.